currently at a gas station waiting on a tow truck. I was backing out of my parking spot this morning, headed into work, and my lower ball joint decided to break, and that caused my axle to pop out. So I ratchet strapped the ball joint, pulled it back up as far as I could, and limped it into the parking spot. And when I put it in park, the ratchet strap broke. So I'm just waiting on a tow, and then we're gonna get it fixed today. My wheel sunk all the way up into my fender, causing my fender to bend, but just a quick, there, see, that's fixed. Just like new. I've been here for 3 hours. I've been here since 7 o'clock this morning, and it's now 10 o'clock, waiting on a tow. And the tow company is literally right there, less than a quarter mile away. And they're still not here. Here we go, finally on here. Getting her loaded up. Eight years? Alright guys, so it's quite a bit later on in the day. Finally gotten around to trying to get this torn apart so I can get it fixed. Me and my dad went and had some tacos and a few beers for lunch, and yeah, the whole assembly is almost out. I'm just gonna go over real quickly how to remove this whole section right here. Basically, the first thing you're gonna want to do is there's two 17mm bolts that hold your caliper on, and there's going to be one right here and the other one's down right below it. You want to take those out, and then you're going to want to remove these two small bolts right here. I believe they're 10mm, and they hold your brake line in place. Then once you do that, you're going to want to take the cotter pins from out of here, your upper control arm, and then your tie rod. And then if your lower control arm doesn't break, you would need to do the same thing for the lower control arm ball joint. Once you pop all those off, these are 17mm, just unscrew them, and then you're going to want to screw these castle nuts back on the opposite direction, so when you whack it with a hammer, you're not going to damage this this castle nut. And once you do that and you get all the bolts off, you just take a hammer. I'm probably not going to be able to do this on camera, but you just, oh, there, I actually got it. So once that's good, you can see my top one is completely shot, so I'm going to have to replace that as well. And then same thing for this guy right here. That one's gonna take a little bit more of a beating, so I probably won't be able to get this one on camera. Alright, I almost forgot to mention, you're gonna want to remove your ABS sensor off of your assembly down here, which I almost forgot. I'm glad I realized that, because if I would have broke that, that would have been another thing that I would have to replace and spend money on. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that real quick. Alright, I got everything out. Now I am ready to start putting the new ball joints and axle in the car. Now that it's out, I can show you exactly what happened this morning. I was backing out of my parking spot. I heard a loud clunk noise as I was turning the wheel in reverse, and I was like, ooh, that didn't sound good. 2 seconds later, I thought my front driver's side wheel fell into a huge pothole in the parking lot. And then I soon realized that nope, my lower ball joint snapped clean off, as you can see. And my entire wheel was pressed all the way up into my fender. My fender is all boogered up, even worse than it originally was. And getting off the tow truck, the tire pushed the fender back out. So once again, it's fixed. That's all you gotta do. So yeah, the Heap has finally lived up to her famous name. All I gotta do now is go meet up with my buddy off Facebook. He's gonna help me out today, and yeah, hopefully I'll get this thing back on the road by tonight. Alright, so that dude sort of flaked out on me, so I ended up going and buying a brand new axle and lower ball joint for free. And I know all of you professional ASE certified guys are gonna blow me up in the comments about this, but the tool to press this in here was 200 bucks, and they didn't even have it in stock anyway, so you know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna keep doing this until it's installed, until it's in there all the way. So I'll be back in a little while. Alright, I got it in. Now I got my helper under the CRV trying to get the rest of the axle out.
And your lazy little brother.
Yeah, and my little bro over here, hard at work. So far this has been the toughest part.
Man, there's
is like getting that dang thing out of here.
In your oil pan, bud.
Ha ha ha. So funny. So yeah, we gotta figure out how to get that thing out. Is it lined up?
Just try your hardest not to. Ouch!
Is it coming out?
Is it moving?
Rip.
I see it from over here.
I think so. Wait. R.I.P. Man, that's making my back hurt. It's not even coming anywhere close, is it? No. What the hell? Cut! Alright, so like 2 days have passed by. I eventually got it all fixed. I was working on it till about midnight from the last clip you just saw, and I was very frustrated, so I just quit recording and just hammered down to get it finished, and I finally did. So the Heap's all fixed and running. It's got new upper and lower ball joints, and yeah, me and my daughter are playing with sidewalk chalk today, so we're gonna have a little fun on the hood. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. That looks beautiful.
I want to see.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
All right.